5, and you guys will be up.
Okay, got you. Okay, we.
The rules are the fastest time wins, but automatically lose that round. So it's the fastest time to end against the race, but if in the middle of the run at any time you end up dying, that's an automatic forfeit of that round. And we're doing a best of 5 for this semifinals.
Yeah, instant loss, which is kind of, it's quite easy on the raise. You only have to take one hit from anything but the machine gun, instant death.
Right.
And obviously but I'm assuming they're both going to be using the body armor save so they can survive some of them machine gun
here
hits.
Goes Raichu. Raichu starts, but he kills
Looks like he's just testing.
Okay.
Well done, Tyler, taking the first round there.
1-0. I was watching the previous round, and it looked like it went by pretty quickly as there were deaths within like a minute or two. So round,
I think
guns blazing, or maybe they'll play it a little safe.
I can see it going to the end for both of them. I can see them both getting through the rounds quite nicely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these are 4 of the solid 2 runners, so I don't expect them to die too many times.
No, definitely not.
But all it takes is just like one slip of and it's an instant death.
It's a loss of concentration, isn't it? This boss fight requires all your concentration. If you lose focus, one of the rays will get you. It doesn't take a lot to be killed. Tyler, obviously, the world record holder for European Extreme. Raichu, the IL master. Both very competent players with the rays, and I'm really looking forward
Got a little
to.
trivia for you, Apache. What do you think is the average ray fight of the runs that's been submitted on Euro Extreme in the leaderboards? What do you think is the average time
Around
for the race?
4:45, something like that. 5 minutes.
A little higher than that. It's around first from the beginning of the race to the last hit of the race. Taking the average of these 4 runners only, it's about 7 minutes.
Wow, that's higher than I expected.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I looked at all the times and I'm like, wow, this lasts a lot longer than I thought it would. The fastest time of the submitted ones was Tyler, 6 minutes 16 seconds. And then the slowest time was Stealth. His lasted over 10 minutes. $6.16. D-Limes was pretty close. His was $6.22.
I'm not sure what the holdup is. I thought,
yeah, they're ready.
Yeah,
so.
no, they're going.
All right.
Wow, let's get this started.
Countdown. Let's do this.
That's my record, Forensic. So 12 days.
Tyler starts. Raichu starts a little after.
Good luck to both runners.
So to the front. They go with the knee shots to the headshots, then go to the left. So you want to take out these rays before they do their attack. That's why they're going in a certain order. Because if you leave one for too long, see how they're just standing still? So you want a knee, head. And then once you do a certain amount of damage, they'll all kind of spread out and one jumps on stage. All right, Tyler takes care of the first one. Ooh, Raichu avoids the water cannon.
Skinned him there. I think that's expected, but it still looks really cool.
Definitely, yeah. And there's another water cannon. Raichu knew that was coming. really close to their Raichu's head back to do a water cannon, but he got it just in time to disrupt that hit.
I think it's interesting to note that Tyler's gone without body armor, and Raichu has gone
Right,
with
right,
it.
right.
So Tyler more vulnerable, you could say.
Definitely. The body armor helps against that machine gun attack.
Yeah. Oh, dodges the knee rockets there. Well done, Raichu.
Water cannon doesn't matter if you have body armor or not. You're done. All right.
They're moving away from the health pack to. Oh, Raichu's gone down here.
All right, just trying to
Should
get
be
back
okay.
up. Yep.
Should be okay. Yeah, they move away from the health pack to get as close as possible to the rays, so the missiles fly at a shorter distance, and obviously you can do more damage, fire more often. Just can't shoot your next stinger until the one you fired's exploded.
Just froze for me.
Yeah, that's Raichu crashed there.
See, oh, Raichu's back up. Okay.
He's back. It's okay, folks.
Difficulties.
It's okay,
Oh,
folks.
now
That's just a splice. Don't worry about it.
crash, but now he's back up. Okay. I think it should be good now. All right, both guys are going at it. It's knee head, knee head. The reason you want to do knee hits first is you get their mouth open, and then once you hit them in the mouth when they're down, it does more damage than if you were just to go for their head only. Always going knee first to get their kind of mouths to get open, and then fire another one at their head. That's how you get the most damage.
I think Tyler's looking a lot cleaner here so far, but it's really going to come down to. I think it's really going to come down to staying alive and finishing the fight, most importantly.
Yeah, Tyler is at the C's, as you can see the rays. He's at C1, C2, C3. Raichu's a little behind. There's CO3 just popped up for him. I can't remember the exact letter of
It ends in E, I believe.
Okay.
But it's about the amount of damage you do, not the actual number of the rays.
Who dodges the missile?
No, I was totally off there, by the way. It's a lot higher than that. Tyler's looking really clean. I'm not sure what's going on with Raichu, but we'll address that.
Raichu goes down.
Oh, no.
And one.
No. Unfortunate there for Raichu. I think Tyler will just close it out either way.
Really
but like
good.
I say, Tyler's looking really, really clean.
Yeah. Pattern down of keeping all the rays close to him, taking out the one on stage, doing enough damage to the ones off stage, so then when they do come on stage, he doesn't have to deal with them much. Congrats to Tyler for taking this one. He's up 1-0. This is a best of 5, so he's got that he has to win before going on to the finals. And Raichu's down 1, so he's got to win 3.
In a best of 5, there's so much to play for yet.
I think maybe if we have this in the future, might play around with the rules and go first one to finish the race wins. So if someone dies halfway through,
yeah. I mean, because
someone dies at the end.
I just think because you're muted and deafened, you know, it's hard to tell what's going on. You can only focus on your own game and how you're doing,
Definitely.
and imagine how the other player's doing and hope they're doing worse than you.
Just have it on the side screen.
Yeah, it's screen watching.
Just finishing this up. I don't know if he knows that Raichu lost this round.
No, as I say, I can't imagine he will do. He'll be muted and deafened.
So he's done with his.
Really clean, really clean. 518 is a very good raise.
Yeah, because like I was saying, the full runs they've submitted were the best ones were around the 6.5 minute mark. So a 518.
The way you do, I mean, raise for an IL and the way you would do it during a full run as well is kind of different. For an IL, you can be a lot more risky. And I think within the tournament, you would play more like you would in a full game run because you wouldn't want to lose the points. Whereas in an IL, you can sort of just risk it all.
The runners have also been putting probably a lot more time now in the race to get better at it. That's what I would guess, just to make it even more optimized than what it was before. But on the next round, so 1-0, Tyler's up, getting ready for the second match.
Shaky start from Raichu, but I think he can bounce back.
He wasn't too far off behind Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
A few seconds earlier, so never know when that could have played it into the match, but he was definitely in it. Unfortunate death on the stomp. These guys are really good at this, so you probably will never see the Rays do, where when they're off stage and you leave them alone for quite a bit of time, that'll hone in on you. And I don't know if we've seen the knee missiles.
Yeah, we saw knee rockets. Raichu was dodging knee rockets.
Yeah, that was one, so just once. So when you get really good at this, you can kind of see and limit attacks that the Rays do from, like 5 or 6 to maybe 2 or 3. All right, Tyler starting. Is this? Yep. Okay, so he's going. Raichu's a little behind. So Tyler's about 7 seconds ahead of Raichu.
You see the openers like identical because they just want to get right close to the rays, so the missile has less to travel. And the fight's always going to, no matter who you're watching, no matter which runner you've been watching during this tournament, they all open like this. It's the optimal way. Not so much for Tyler there. Oh
And
no!
yeah.
Oh no,
30
Tyler!
seconds. So 2 rounds and we've seen 2 deaths. So this is what I was talking about, is if these guys are going to want to go all out and do the riskiest strats.
Mm-hmm.
If you can just play it safe and just survive,
It is absolutely about
if you're not
surviving.
faster, you'll still get the win.
Yeah, it's definitely a huge factor.
I don't think
And
any round has gone down to both runners finishing.
I think that may be true. I'm pretty sure you're right about that, which just shows how hard
Yeah.
this fight actually is.
So just stand back and then you'll get the win. So Raichu, I don't think he knows that Tyler has taken a continue because he's still going strong.
Well, it's not going to matter anyway.
Okay, it doesn't matter.
He's going to be so happy to
1-1.
find out he won the round. he's just going to be so made up.
He's gonna go from like lowest lows to highest highs. Oh, he said, "Yeah, I knew."
Oh,
Okay.
he knew.
Yeah.
So round 3 and it's neck and neck. Just goes to show
He either
everything's
says,
played for.
he either says, "Yeah, I knew," or he's just trying to save face.
Yeah, I knew too.
That's why I did it on purpose. 1-1. So each runner needs 2 more wins to go to the
So
final.
Sparty might be a bit controversial, but who do you have to win?
Well, I'm going with the record holder. Tyler missed the first on what I was saying, but I'll go with the record holder just because he has the record. Raichu's a really good runner also. So if I had to bet money on it, I would go Tyler. But if Raichu wins, I wouldn't be surprised one bit. What about yourself?
I think I'm gonna go with Raichu just because he's like an IL grind monster, and Raze is like an IL kind of thing you can do. Seems like an individual level runner's skill. This is very I was gonna say controversial from Tyler, but
Tyler missed the first rocket to the knee, and you can just see what that does.
that's unfortunate. Right,
It all came from because he missed that first rocket to the knee. Everything off, and you saw those new missile attacks that we haven't seen before. Like I was saying, they shoot way high up in the air, and you got to just keep moving to avoid them. But
I think Raichu knew because he's just paused.
it's 2-1 to Raichu. He
Yeah.
needs one more. He's going to the finals, and Tyler needs to catch up now.
Still, all to play for in game 4. I think Raichu's got some problems with his controller, so we're gonna let him fix that.
That's it.
This would I mean, what controller do you like to play with, Sparty? What do you think's optimal for Metal
Um,
Gear?
for me, I'm still used to the PS3 controller. That's what I use.
Yeah,
Uh,
DS3. I use a DS3.
yeah, I've tried with a 4, but it's just the L2 R2 I really like on the DS3 more. It feels like it's much more responsive.
Hmm. No, I can agree with that. I think most people like to use the DS4.
Mhm.
Personally, I think it's a bit big. It's kind of like a boomerang shape. I'm not really a fan of it.
I can see that. The biggest difference for me is the L2 R2. I like having like that hard surface in the back compared
Mhm.
to like the PS4 where it's more free.
In the past, I've used a Nintendo Legend of Zelda Pro controller as well. I ran on MGS2 on that for the longest. I wouldn't
So
recommend it though. It's just all I had.
it sounds
So while we've got this little intermission and we're waiting on some controllers issues being sorted, chat, do you want to say who you've got to win this, Raichu or Tyler?
yeah, like I was saying before, I'll go with Tyler, but if Raichu wins, it's me one bit.
I want to see. I want to see who the chat's got. I want to see who. GameCube controller. Yeah, you know the GameCube controller is dope.
Chat, who do you think is gonna win? And tell me in how much you think it's gonna be, or someone's gonna win 3-1.
Raichu 3-1, I think. I'll back Raichu since you're backing Tyler. I'm just gonna back Raichu the whole way.
Running MGS2 on keyboard is the way to go.
Well, Tromboncino is talking about modding the game so he can use the mouse with MGS2. Forensic's got the Tyler comeback. Could happen. Could happen. He just said he's still waking up, and when he awakens, that's it. It's over for everyone.
This next round, or else he's going down.
Yeah. If Tyler plays like he played in that first round, because he was on fire, there was
Mm.
just like no mistakes. It was really nice.
This is another round where someone died, and that's how they won.
Yeah,
So
it's the curse. It's the Rays curse.
if I was in this tournament, I just go all the way back and let the Rays just keep doing all their attacks and just keep dodging
I'm
instead of
pretty
going
sure it
all
was
out.
spoken about after the first game that there'd be a rule against that, like because you could just like
Yeah,
survive forever and do no damage to them.
I'll get you the win.
It's a legit strategy. Legit strategy.
Pro strats right there. Having
Um,
controller
Roy,
issues.
do you know if he's tried unplugging it and plugging it back in again? Has he turned it off and on again?
I don't think that's crossed his mind yet.
It's like fortunate that he still won, then got the control, or I'm assuming he got it at the same time. But
Actually, yeah, because Tyler died, and then
that's
Raichu was able to play for a little bit, and then his
yeah.
controller.
It's just sort of super unfortunate for Tyler as well, though. Bit of coaching from the chat. Tyler, play like a steady noob and win, please. He just doesn't roll that way, Murky. I don't think he won't roll that way.
He needs to go to round one, the match one Tyler instead of match two and three.
Yeah, match one Tyler is unbeatable.
I don't think anyone could beat that if he just does that every round.
Yeah, he's scary. He's just like on fire.
Blow on the controller. All right, still waiting around for Raichu. In the meantime, Apache, do you have any? Are you submitting a run for the marathon that's coming up?
Oh yeah, I've submitted both MGS1 and MGS2. MGS1 easy any percent, and MGS2 VE as well. And I also put in the additional information that if anyone
Mhm.
submits the same category, that I'm happy to race them. So could be
Oh,
racing someone, could be who knows. Applied for
Let me.
commentary on there as well. What about you? Have you applied? Have you sent in some
I have
submissions?
not. I was thinking of doing MGS4 just because no one else does it.
Damn, that'd be
So I
good.
might submit
Which
MGS4.
category?
MGS4, I run new game, the Boss Extreme.
Damn, that's a hard run.
It's a hard run. It's a hard run to learn, but once you learn it, it's really easy.
I'm still hoping for a re-release of that game on the PC or PS4. That'd be awesome.
I don't think. I don't know if that'll happen. You could play it on PS now casually. It's no problem, but speedrunning, I did make a tutorial for Act 1 that's up, but like I said, MGS4, it's hard to like get into it. But once you finish it, it's super easy. You could just repeat it over and over again with
Is it quite a consistent run then?
it's definitely, well, it matters what you're looking for. If you're looking for to get big boss every run, then no, it's not consistent. But if you just want any percent consistent.
Damn, I might give it a go on the PS now then, since
Mhm.
I actually run MGS2 on the PS now.
I tried running. Most of it's okay, but every now and then it'll give me
Oh, it'll
like a
kill you.
bug
Yeah,
spike.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It
horrible.
takes your run from you. That happens. The
Yeah,
servers just completely die, and you end up walking off the edge or something.
yeah. For
Oh,
the
that's
most
happened to
part,
me
it's
plenty.
okay. Actually, you can do like casual runs on PS now. That's not a problem.
I think it's one of them. I've done it, but I wouldn't advise it.
Yeah. I did a multi-segment one on MGS4 with like a suit only on PS now. A couple times where like the lag just spiked up and I had to reset. Looks like
I think
Raichu may
Raichu's.
be good.
Oh, is he good? I was about to say maybe he's run to the shop to get a new controller.
Murky is new here. Hey Murky, what's up? Okay, so we're getting ready for the third match.
Good luck, Raichu.
Asking the runners if they're ready. Tyler's ready.
Round 4.
Oh, Tyler needs it's win or go home now for Tyler.
Dig deep.
Counted down. They are good to go whenever they want. Tyler starts his.
Gets that first shot off this
Oh,
time, which as
yep,
we saw, is extremely important.
this one. So Raichu about us 8 seconds behind. And looks like his capture card is acting up, but hopefully just that last time it loads back up. Yeah, there you go.
I think he's getting unlucky today with problems.
Yeah, it's having some technical difficulties, but hopefully he's okay. All right. It's hard to say who's ahead just because Tyler started a little earlier
Oh,
and Raichu
unfortunate for
takes the
Raichu
death.
there.
He
It's
got
again,
the
it's the
yeah, it's a
Rays,
death.
the Rays curse, the Rays curse.
He got the shot off. It hit the knee, but just after he did his water cannon attack. So it's like half a second maybe. If he was able to get that shot off, he would have taken him down. Cannon, but half a second late, and it's rip.
It's gone the distance, the full 5 rounds. And if I was Tyler here, I would genuinely just play it out, and I'd want to get as confident as possible going into the 5th round.
Use this as a little practice round.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so here
That'd
it
be
is.
a strat.
2-2. Where the big boys come and play. 2-2.
We're doing grand
One
finals today
last
as well, so
that'll be best of 7. This is best of 5. The finals will be
yeah.
best of 7.
Raichu, it's fine because you can just like be like, oh, it's my controller, so it's fine.
This has been a disaster. You got this, right? You. Hopefully your controller Tyler's fixed. You were down 1-0, came back, got 2 in a row.
Yeah, if anything, it's your turn to win. Gets incredibly competitive. Do you think the raise curse will get broken today? Do you think both runners will complete a raise?
Uh, I think yes. Maybe not this round. Next round is Platonic Guy and Limes. I think there. I'm just guessing. I have no idea if one will or one not. I think they're just going. They're just going for like the riskiest strats possible, and eventually, you're gonna die. The IL run, you're just resetting over and over again to get that perfect time, and I
Yeah,
think that's what these runners are doing instead of just okay, I gotta survive and treat it more like a full single segment run.
for sure. And I think on this fifth round, both of them are going to play as safe as possible. They're really going to have to.
Oh, that's something to watch out for. Is I wonder because the beginning will be the same. Then once all the Rays are on stage, I want to see if they back off a little and change their tactics. Been doing. That'll be interesting to watch. All right,
Tyler's still
Tyler.
looking
Yep.
super clean, super clean.
So right there, Tyler hesitated a little. He knew the water cannon was coming, so that's what I mean. You play it a little safe sometimes. You wait for them to do their attack, then you react instead of trying to get your attacks off, and then hopefully you can react at the last second. Knee shot, headshot. So there it is, that water cannon. Instead of
Yeah, I
him
think he's
trying
baiting it out so he can shoot it in the open
to
mouth.
shoot again, he knew the water cannon was coming, so he's just waiting for it, going side to side. So he's always looking at all three bars. So the one on stage, he killed him, then he didn't have to worry about him. He saw his health deplete, so he's going to the ones off stage now. So the one on stage, he missed the knee shot, I think. Can't remember. Oh no, he's dead. He's going back.
And I think that's the second or third shot he's missed,
Mhm.
like during this whole entire section. So it just shows how concentrating how much concentration he has. And
Oh,
as I
look
say
on
that, he
top of
misses
the
another
knee.
one.
Oh, there you
That's the commentator. That's the commentator's curse.
go. Like bend your shots on some rays. Like if they're like this, you can shoot a little to the outside and then target the head.
Yeah, the hook shot. That's really difficult to do. And Tyler especially is exceptionally good at them.
You just aim a little outside, and then as soon as you shoot, you lock onto their head, and then the rocket will just loop around and hook. And you go, still in the 5 minute mark, so you might have around a minute left.
Yeah, he's going into these now. It's like gonna be like 5:30. This, I think.
Still going strong. When what you said? Using there you go, 5:28.
Damn.
Not bad,
Very
not
nice
bad.
from Tyler there. He's just gonna have to reset his game now because obviously,
He's
um,
just gonna die at the torture scene here.
yeah,
So we'll wait a little bit with this round. So I wouldn't expect any less from these two runners. Game going down to
despite what we saw there, I'd say it's a coin flip between these two runners. They're both very good
Mhm.
at the race. I think I could see this one going the distance as well.
I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do at the beginning. Out attacks like Tyler was kind of doing with the water cannons, is he's just kind of waiting and then reacting, or if they're gonna do what they've been doing and just go all out. So here we go. Tyler's gonna get ready to be on the same menu as Raichu. Match. Tyler's ready. All right, good luck. Here we go.
Good luck to both runners. Winner of this goes into grand finals and will play the winner of Platonic Guy and Lime. So, uh, would you be nervous? I think I'd be quite nervous.
I'd definitely be nervous going in, especially in this match. Whew, then you're done. All right, so here we go. Both start around the same time. Right, you a little behind. Sending missiles this time, so he's able to just work on this pattern, that beginning pattern.
Yeah, that was such an instant loss for him before when he missed the shots at the
Mhm.
start. It was so detrimental.
Beginning pattern. Just imagine you have to do the same damage you're doing now, but the rays are moving around and
Mhm.
you're having to dodge everyone. So Raichu starting out the same pattern where the water cannon strikes and he moves out of the way. Then another one on stage. So going to Tyler's screen now. He's going. It's for him to hit. Okay, there you go. He was done so fast with the ones that were on the screen that he fired a raise to hit.
Oh, it's
Looping
unfortunate
him
for
up.
Tyler. They're getting knocked down.
Getting back
Right,
up.
just got quite a nice loop going here as well.
Bunched up in that little corner. Not
Yeah,
letting
he's really
anyone.
putting the damage in.
There we go. So he's just concentrating on the ones off stage now. But sometimes when you fire a um, missile and it doesn't hit anything, it takes a little while for you to shoot again
Mhm.
for the missile to blow up. You can't just keep spamming missiles over and over again. It has to make impact with something.
Yeah, just one at a time. And when you obviously can fire them before they lock on, but once they're locked on, they're actually faster.
Yeah. So if you don't lock onto anything and you shoot it, it'll take a little while for it to like explode on their own.
Mhm. I think Raichu's slightly ahead here.
Oh yes, Raichu is slightly
And
above.
yeah, he's
He's like
like 6 seconds
off.
behind Tyler, but he's ahead. Oh, he's missed one there.
There you go.
They've both got a decent loop going here now. Oh, that's
Oh,
cursed him.
Raichu fell down. He's getting back up. Position himself. So he wants to
That's
reposition
adding to
himself.
the tension. It's adding to the tension so much because Raichu's screen froze, so I
I
couldn't tell
want
it.
that one ray to go all the way to the other side of the map. So what you want to do is keep them close to you. You don't want them all the way back because
Yeah,
if they're that
nightmare if they
far
get away
out,
from you like that.
sometimes won't even do any damage if they're that far back. Now they're spread apart for Raichu. He's got to do a good job of staying on top of them. There he goes. He
Mhm.
dodges the machine gun, and they're still all pretty far from him. I'm going to Tyler's screen right there. See what I mean? He was too far out, and when he shot the missile, it hit him in the knee, but it didn't do any damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they both had nice leaps and they've kind of let it get away from them.
Mhm.
Just these minor mistakes can make this fight 10 times harder.
So after that little drop from Raichu, looks like Tyler's back on top. He's done with 1-3. Going. Actually, Raichu's back up to 4 now. So whew, every time I say something, the other person
Uh,
just fights back.
that's unlucky from Raichu there.
Oh, Raichu.
Congratulations to Tyler. Well played, mate. Really well played.
That lasted 3.5 minutes almost. I mean, that was just a great match all around. I think if
The
these guys play a best of 11, it'll go down to the last match.
yeah, frames. Um, the curse lives. It's
Yeah, there it is.
before it was kind of a real thing, but now it's definitely a real thing.
Definitely real.
We've
The
never
fountain
seen
tunnels
two
are on
runners
the line.
both. Yeah, we've never seen two runners both finish the race and it go to time. It's never
Mhm.
happened. Will it happen today? We don't know. It's cursed.
So I don't know if they played it a little safe or not because the race did get a little away from both players. They weren't really keeping them grouped together for the whole fight. A little spread out more than they wanted to, but oh, what a great match. That was
Yeah, they both certainly had the moments where they looked solid, and I think Tyler can get that round one Tyler in the grand finals and
Mhm.
just go into beast mode again.
All right.
He'll have fully awakened by then. He's certainly looking more awake now.
Definitely does. All right, so Tyler's done. We're gonna get Platonic Guy and D Limes on next. these two guys are kind of new runners to MGS2, or at least I've haven't heard of them much before. I know Limes is kind of new. I haven't heard much of Platonic Guy before either. I don't know if I wasn't really active to notice, or they weren't really active.
I think we're going to take a quick intermission,
All
and
right,
then we'll tell you something about D Lime's Platonic Guy.
cool, cool. Sounds good.
Congrats to Tyler. European Extreme Race tournament. We just had a great match between Raichu and Tyler. Tyler just managing to edge it out in the end there.
Great match previously. I'm hoping it comes down to the wire again this time because that was super entertaining to watch. This D-Limes versus Platonic Guy.
D-Limes, no 13, no respect on his name being given there. D-Limes obviously got the record in just about every Metal Gear Solid 2 category you can imagine, every single IL. His goal is to put a run on the board for just about everything. I think he's got the current Rays IL world record as well, so it's pretty interesting. Platonic Guy. He has some problems with his game, with his V's fix. So you're going to see some weird textures from him on his side. So just ignore that. It's not like a Raise hack or anything is installed. It's just unintentional.
We had our predictions beforehand, so who do you have winning this round?
Limes is my boy. I'm going to try not to be biased, but Limes is my boy. I'm going to have to vote. I'm going to have to vote for him. But Platonic Guy, obviously, a dope runner as well.
If you're taking Limes, I'll take Platonic Guy this time. I'm gonna go Platonic Guy wins 3-2. I'm just taking him. Hopefully, what I see is one match where it goes the distance. That's what I want to see this round.
Yeah, I mean, Platonic Guy is a European Extreme runner, mostly on the HD collection on the console. He's got like a 136 on there. He's very, very good at the game, and he's very good at Rays as well, as you have to be able to get a 136.
Countdown to start. Good luck to both runners. Let's see. All right, Lime starts. Platonic Guy a little behind. Pretty sure he'll start soon. Lime starts off the same basic setup as you saw in the previous round. There goes. About 10 seconds behind.
Press 1 in the chat to break the Rays curse. Both runners going with that with the body armor this time. I think it's just Tyler who goes without it for, I don't know, additional swag maybe, or just doesn't intend to get hit by the machine gun anyway. I suppose no one does. Yeah.
Him and Raichu kind of have the same strategy, I noticed at the beginning. And then Limes and Tyler kind of have a little of the same strategy.
Yeah, I think Lions was actually saying earlier that he watched Tyler's runs to get comfortable with the Rays, and then he sort of developed his own style from there, but that's who he took his inspiration from.
The Platonic Guy misses a knee rockets, that goes. But he's back, keeping him bunched up. Limes also keeping him bunched up. That one Ray's trying to get away, but he's going to hit him in the knee, then the face to stop him.
Yeah, they've got quite a nice loop going here, the both of them.
Yep, Platonic Guy far enough away that he doesn't get the water cannon. He's getting the machine gun instead. He takes care of the stage. Now he's going to the Rays off stage. Ooh, he misses one. It looks like it hit him in the back of the knee instead of the...
I think they're both around the same. They're both on pace with each other. If you take into account that Platonic started a little bit later.
All right, so on stage, I'm going to D-Lime's screen. He takes care of the one on stage. Off stage, he has two. That one's dead. Now he only has one off stage right now until the next one spawns. One. Doesn't see him. He doesn't come on stage for a little bit. That's why D-Line is kind of waiting for that one to be on stage, because he killed all of them, that none spawned quick enough for him to do more damage.
Neither of them look shaky at all in this. Both playing really, really well.
Yeah. Surprised if this doesn't go the distance the way these guys are starting out.
I don't want to say it. I just don't want to say it.
Oh, that one's pretty far away. Got him in the headshot. Got the second one. Oh, misses that one. Hits him in the shoulder. Back to the head. So he's concentrating. Platonic Guy's concentrating on the ones off stage. He goes with the hook shot.
Massive respect to Platonic Guy for competing in this, where he only really submits times on the HD collection on console, and so this will be very alien to him compared to all the other runners who have a lot of PC times. and he's keeping up so well. You know, it doesn't look like he's. It looks like he's just as versed on the PC as anyone else. I honestly couldn't say if it did go to the end of the round who would be ahead as well. They both look like they're on pace.
No, D1, D2. Let's see if
he started sooner as well though.
Damage. So yeah, he did start a little earlier. It's not the full like one raise. It's full cumulative damage from all the rays.
Mm-hmm.
Taking that into account, Limes is already in the D2s, D3s. Platonic Guy is still on the Cs.
With the 10-second time difference though. But yeah, no, Limes is ahead. My mistake, Limes is actually flying.
This is just destroying. A few times Lime has killed so many rays that need to spawn for him to damage.
He's got a really consistent loop there. Platonics are a little bit more away from each other. Oh, he's been knocked to the floor as well. He's got to move. Yeah, Platonic's staying safe there, but it was a bit hairy. But yeah, that whole time you're on the ground and moving there, you're not doing any damage to the rays.
Right, not just that, but when you're on the ground, the rays are kind of separating themselves from each other and moving all over the map. So then you have to go chase them down one by one instead of keeping them close to you. So that's another huge loss when you do get knocked down.
Forensic asked in the chat, why doesn't Tyler wear body armor? And I can only assume it's because he's a beast.
I think he does it to give himself a little more concentration going into the match. No room for error.
Yeah, Limes with the 449.
It is.
Extremely fast.
449.
Extremely fast raise.
And Platonic Guy still has a long way to go. I'd guess he's going to finish in the 7-minute mark, maybe 6:30, not 7 minutes. I'd say about 6:30.
That is a very, very good raise, and he really is making a statement to anyone else in the tournament, to Platonic, to maybe Raichu, sorry, to maybe D-Limes in the future. That
Tyler's fastest was around 5:18, 5:28.
Yeah, I think it was 5:18. That's a very fast raise, and I did think Platonic was a little bit slow, but then getting knocked down and the race splitting apart, that's when he really lost all this time. Again, it's just so important to play it safe. I think about, if I got to the end within the race tournament and I'd be expecting to win the round, like, coming out of as soon as I see the end screen, I'd expect to have won. I'd assume my opponent would have died at some point during the round.
Are you awake yet, Jack?
6 minutes. 6 minutes. The curse is broken, finally. I can't hear Sparty. I think he might have dropped. But nevertheless, good job there, D-Limes. Extremely fast raise. Platonic, a little bit slower. He did have the unfortunate knockdown. Kept it consistent, though, and played it through to the end. We're just going to have a moment while Platonic resets up for the raise. He'll have to load in the save and then kill himself to get that continue screen. There we go. We're set up for round 2. Can Limes keep that kind of consistency up? That was ridiculous. Roy, can you drag Sparty back into the channel when you get a sec? I'm starting up again. He's going to want to get that that tight loop like he got last time.
Sorry for that.
No, welcome back, Spotty. Don't worry, I've been holding it down. Yeah, I was just saying that Lime's going to want to get that tight loop like he got last time, which allowed him to get like a sub 5-minute raise, which is ridiculous. And you know, that's like a, you know, IL time, risky, risky, decent play. I think Platonic's going to struggle against that. I think Platonic will losing track of one of his missiles there. He's getting the offstage rockets, which are obviously not ideal. You'll notice that if you set up for a proper loop, you don't get those offstage rockets, which are a lot harder to avoid than some of the other raid attacks like the water cannon. Platonic unfortunately getting knocked down again. That's going to cause him to lose track of the raise, and also just he's not doing damage to the raise. Allows Limes to get ahead. And I think Limes is looking quite nicely ahead again.
Right,
He's already into the bees. Yeah, welcome back.
Sorry about that, little technical difficulties, but
I think you've still got technical difficulties. I think that's the name of the game today, has been some real technical difficulties. MGS2 stream wouldn't be complete without it. Platonic's got a much nicer loop this time. Missed the rocket there, that's unfortunate. And Limes is looking really, really strong in this.
Alright, mic check. Is that any better or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. That's fine.
There we
Welcome
go.
back.
Alright, I wasn't really paying attention to what was going on, but
Limes is now well into the C's. Platonic's just finishing the B's, so...
Ooh, Limes has just been tearing this up.
If he plays like this for I don't think many could stand against him, to be honest with you.
Yeah, if he plays like this, I'm taking Limes.
Platonic's unfortunately had 2 knockdowns as well.
That's rough.
He's managed to stave off death though, which he's 3 times. He's managed to stave off death so far though, which is good.
Well, at least it went down to the, or at least they completed the last round. That's what I was hoping for. And then, wait, Limes has been playing. I doubt I'll see any deaths from him.
So there's only takes one loss of concentration for that to happen.
All right, knee head. There it is. Goes to the knee.
He's well into the D's as well,
Yeah.
and Sonic's only just finishing the C's, so even if they both complete, or you know, Limes is looking well ahead.
Yeah, I think this shows you like how efficient Limes is more than Platonic guy. Kind of, he's not bad at the game, or he's not.
He's certainly not. Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
really good, but it just shows you how efficient Limes is on each of he's doing to each ray. Getting them all in a good pattern. Look how bunched up they are away from him towards the end, but at the beginning he's just keeping them all kind of close together, just damage after damage after damage.
Yeah, I think Platonic's going to really need to hope for some deaths, because if it's going to the rounds, to the end of the round every time, Limes will take it just based on a better control of the rays. He's killing them a lot faster, he's dealing damage a lot quicker.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Like, Platonic guy, I don't think he can keep up with Limes in terms of damage. He's just gotta hope to stay alive, and Limes slips up.
Yeah, certainly possible across 5 rounds. Easily possible. We saw it in with the earlier game. 2 very good runners, and they were taking deaths off just that momentary loss of concentration. A 451 again. He's well under 5 minutes. And he says "air" in the chat, like a 451's not quality.
I was hoping for 2 minutes, but I'll settle for 4:51.
Yeah. Platonic's looking quicker though. I think this time he already got 6 minutes last round. Ugh, it's unfortunate.
It takes another kind of shockwave from the stomp.
I
Knocks
think
him
this
down.
is where you lose the most time. You lose your loop.
Yeah. You lose the loop. You got to cover more distance to each ray. So that's the horrible part about a stomp is you're just losing the concentration you had, the pattern that you were building up, and then you get all these missiles coming at you where you now can't stand still to dodge them. You have to just be on the move.
Platonic, even on the recovery, is looking really strong though. I mean, like he even when he does sort of get away from him, he's able to keep the fight going, dodge the offstage rockets. Like it's kind of a testament to his own like game experience. He's very good at the full game run. He's had to recover many times. It's unfortunate, to lose that round under 6 minutes. So he is improving as well, compared to his round one. It's just doesn't seem to be on the same level as D Limes.
So what is that's 2-0 to D
2-0.
Limes?
2-0 to Limes.
Limes is Platonic guy is going to take a quick kill. User continue to get on the same screen as Limes, and then uno mas. If D Limes wants to close this out, just needs one more win.
I think playing like that, finishing the race in under 5 minutes, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for the Platonic guy. But as we've said many times, it doesn't take a lot to lose a round in this. Yeah, you did, Roy. You're fine. Runner's just going to set back up again now. Won't take a second.
All right, so both runners be on the same screen. We'll count them down, and we'll start match 3. Four, 3, 2, uno. Whenever. There goes Limes. And just going through the same routine setup.
I think
guy doesn't juice cartwheel.
Yeah, no, that was strange to see. I'm unsure why he didn't. I think that's a mistake. I would assume that's a mistake.
Yeah, because if you cartwheel, you can get a lot closer. Now your missiles travel less distance. And yeah, look at Limes. He's already got them. He started a little earlier, so take that into account. Let's see, Sonic guy trying to keep all the race together. The one on stage is dead. He only has to worry about.
I think the difference is Limes moves away from, once he gets the loop, he moves away from the ammo pack and stands closer to the rays to get more hits in, whereas Platonic guy, he's not moving far enough away, I believe.
I think he's staying more for the ammo than kind of positioning himself for the most efficient way to take out the rays. Oh, he went for the knee shot, got the head instead.
See, like, how far Limes is traveling away now.
Yeah, it looks like Limes has a specific spot he's just staying in.
It's working for him because he seems to have a lot higher damage output.
And then once his ammo is low, he's going back to that same ammo spawn and then going right back to his same position. So it looks like he has a sweet spot he's just staying in to where he's killing the one on stage pretty quickly. There he goes, gets the ammo, comes right back to his spot. Has like a routine that he's just doing. The one on stage is dead. Now he's just concentrating on the ones off stage. There's only one he has to really keep track of until the next one spawns. There it goes. He goes, gets the ammo pack, goes back to his.
It just from looking at it, I mean, to be honest, this round they've both got really tight loops, and it's looking great so far. But it tends to, for the first 2 minutes, they can hold it quite well, and now Platonic, just after the 2 minute mark.
Got a little away from him. The one kind of walked away. That one was.
It really is a nightmare when it gets onto the other side of the stage like that.
Yeah. Then you have to worry about many more attacks from them instead of just kind of the same.
It's a lot closer this round for Platonic than it has been in the previous two, for sure. I think he's just still slightly behind
definitely.
now. But to be honest, I mean, it's worth saying that if Limes continues to play like this, there's a good bet that he'd win the whole thing.
Yeah, what I see from Limes, I'd definitely say he's the favorite going into the finals, just from the matches I've seen today.
He was a seed 1 as well, so
There you go.
I think that was assumed.
Living up to the seed 1, and Limes again going with the
Platonic.
one stage. Oh, those missiles.
Platonic. He's getting that issue where the ray's too far and it doesn't do any damage because the missile explodes before it reaches them.
Right. And then from there, they can do their attack where they're just shooting it straight up in the air. And then that one's really tough to dodge, to come down.
Yeah, it's just the point of for the offstage rockets, you have to move, and while you're moving, you can't do any damage.
But
It's
D-lines
really
are already on the Ds.
Yeah, it's he's just flying. I mean, he's just flying in this game, and it's really kind of got away from Platonic Guy at this point. He needs Limes to die, I think.
Platonic Guy, Gray Runner is doing a great job, but just cannot match what Limes is doing.
You know, I think he'll look back on this and he'll look at what Limes is doing and adopt his strategy as well,
Yeah,
and he'll become a lot better at the race for that.
I wonder, like, future MGS2 runs, they're just gonna do what Limes has been doing. Oh, and Platonic Guy get the stomp. Is where you kind of position yourself what Limes was.
Yeah.
You do the damage, you go grab the ammo, you go back to your sweet spot, knock down 3 rays at a time, get the ammo, go back, and just try to keep that loop going.
Yeah, I know D-Limes is well practiced on this as well. It's his favourite boss. I think that's the same for a lot of the European Extreme runs. Wow, a 441. And Sonic Guy dies as well. It's unfortunate. He was washed, but I think it would be unfair to say that he didn't play well, because I think he played extremely well. Only just taking a death at the end there. It was well fought. Lime's extremely consistent. He didn't finish the race. You know, he never went over 5 minutes for finishing the race, so that's extremely good. And he's moving into the grand finals to fight Tyler. It's like the old, the Sith Lord analogy from the from Star Wars films, like the master and the apprentice. Tyler is the master, D-Limes is the apprentice, and will he kill him and seize power?
Oh, Tyler, do his best to not let that happen in the next round.
Yeah.
So it's 3-0. Limes takes it. Congrats to Limes. GG's to Platonic Guy.
3-0 with a 441. That is a statement. There's a real statement. And I believe we're going to take an intermission, set up the next game. Got you. Welcome back, everyone, for the grand finals of the MGS2 European Extreme Race Tournament. We've got the beast that is Tyler 2022, hot off his win against Raichu, which was 3-2, facing off against D Limes, who's just 3-0'd Platonic guy in a ridiculous display of of Rays.
Yeah, the way D-Lams performed in the last round, I put my money on him.
I mean, yeah, he played exceptionally well. He didn't finish. None of his Rays were finished in under 5 minutes. So sorry, all of his Rays were finished in under 5 minutes, which is crazy. But I wouldn't count Tyler out. He is the master of this game. Let's be honest. He's the best player in the world. Let's go with that. Best player in the world.
We're not running the full game right now. We're just doing IL, Rays, and Limes. Has finished everything under 5, and I don't think the 2 or 3 Tyler finished today, none were under 5. So
518 though, it's close. It's close, and
518.
I think he can dig deep. I think he can dig deep. We'll just find out if
He's
the
got to
runners are
make up
ready
about
now.
if this goes the distance, he's got to make up about 30 to 40 seconds to catch up to what Limes has been doing. So both runners are ready. Roy will do the countdown, and then we'll start round or first match of the finals. This is best of 7, or will be the champion.
Yeah, I'll say this: Limes has played exceptional, and I certainly wouldn't count Tyler out. But I'm looking forward
All
to
right,
seeing what happens.
We'll start around the same time. This is like the closest we've seen both runners start
yeah.
to
There's
each
normally
other.
quite a delay.
About a runner being too far back. So again, they're both doing the same exact beginning strats.
And as I say, I think Lions takes a lot of his influence for the Rays from Tyler. I think watching Tyler will have taught him the basic strategy of how to do it. So this opening you'll see between the two will be very similar.
Yep. So actually, Tyler goes left while
I say that, and then something
Limes
completely
goes
different
right.
happens.
And they're each other's what they're doing. So let's see. Tyler kind of staying on that ammo pack. Ray to Ray. So as you can see, his ammo is always at 20. As soon as he shoots one, he picks up another. So his ammo just never goes below 19. Platonic guy's also standing. Oh, now he's going back.
They were completely mirrored for a second there. Did you see that? They
Even
executed
right
the
now,
exact same movement.
they're kind of mirrored what they're doing and which Ray they're going after. Exact run. Or half a second back. Look at this.
That's it, Raichu. They
They're
have
both
got
getting it.
enough.
And they're both doing the same exact setup strat so far. They're not letting any Rays kind of keeping them all bunched together and just damaging before they even get on stage.
Yeah, I think Tyler's was definitely watching during the previous match.
Oh, no doubt, he's cranked it up from what he was doing.
For sure, he's looking like that round 1 Tyler.
There he goes, gets the ammo pack, does damage, goes back to that sweet spot. Both players.
Interesting to note when they turn the stinger off to turn around more quickly. Obviously, if you just turn it well in the stinger first person view, it's a lot slower.
Looking at Tyler for a second, he was about to do the knee missiles, but he just got him in time.
Yeah, we've seen everyone. Oh, it's unfortunate for Tyler. No body armor, so he dies instantly to the machine gun fire.
Him. But even
without
the body armor, kind of spreading out a little more, he was kind of losing, keeping all of them close. Where Limes is still just bunching them all together and damage after damage. The fight was going, I probably would have gave a slight edge to Limes the way they were positioned, but
I think that's the most even I've seen it of any game during this tournament. Yeah. It was looking really good.
Tyler said it was over as soon as I lost.
I died as soon as I was shot.
So it looks like Limes is just finishing up this round.
I mean, even if Limes knew that he'd won, he would still finish it out, I feel.
Yeah.
There's no way he would just end it because he's on he's been on world record pace for the Rays IL
He's definitely gonna
almost
take this if
on
it's a
all of
world
his
record.
runs. Yeah,
I think world record. What is world record
I'm
for IL?
checking it now, but the speedrun.com site is so slow.
441. If it's higher than 441,
419. Wow. Wait, if it's 419, I want to say that he had a 418 before.
I don't think he had a 418. I think Tyler had a 518.
Ah,
And
yeah,
then
that's
Lons
probably what I'm
went
thinking.
441 and then 450 something. I don't think he got a 418.
Well, I would tell you all what it is if the speedrun.com site wasn't the slowest thing known to man. Yeah, sub 5 is exceptional. It is exceptional.
$435.
Damn. It's a statement. That's a statement. Unfortunate for Tyler there. If he had the body armor, he would have lived. We're just gonna have to give these guys a second to reset their saves.
Yeah, but the way Limes finished up, I don't think it would have mattered if he had the body armor in that round.
Yeah, if Tyler wants to load up the save with the body armor, that's fine. No, he's gone without body armor. 419 is the current record, so we could see that beat today.
The fastest we've seen is 435. He'd have to get up by
I don't
15,
think
16 seconds.
I think he'd probably have to play a little bit, more unsafe to be going for to be lowering his time even more. He would have to play really unsafe.
All right, Lime's setting up his load. Tyler, I'm not sure if he's going to go with the load for body armor or just play this one out. Okay, so Tyler will stay without body armor.
Respect. Yeah, Limes needs a minute. Yeah, he's ready. Is Tyler ready? We may have lost Tyler. Oh, he's
There
back.
we go. Okay.
I was worried about you then. All right, round 2. Good luck to both runners.
Counting him down, ready to go whenever.
I think if you're brave enough to go without that body armor, you've got to be really careful of the machine gun. It's one of the attacks you bait. You want the machine gun, you want the water cannon over the offstage rockets. And knee rockets as well, they're really difficult to dodge.
The machine gun and the knee rockets, the knee rockets is good and bad because once you get used to it, it's really easy to dodge. But the bad part is that means that the race probably got a little away from you.
You have to roll as well, which is you can't fire while you're doing that.
So Tyler is going after this right now. They're a little spread out for Tyler. Let's see if he tries to get together because there's another one that's off stage that's pretty far from him. D-Limes is doing a good job of keeping them all concentrated and then within a corner. Hook shot for Tyler. It's on stage. A good job of keeping them all close. There's the one that got a little away. Damages it. It's not dead yet. Close.
Tyler just dodging those knee rockets there. That was like some Mission Impossible stuff.
So these two rays are a little apart from each other. He's trying to kill him before. So he killed one of them. The other one's on stage. And then kills that one.
Yeah, he's lost the loop here, Tyler. It's looking really
Yeah.
messy, and if anyone knows how to recover, it's him.
So there's the two he's trying to recover that keeping him close. The stage is getting, I think, a little too far out from him than he would like. He'd like to keep that one a little closer because now he's doing there's the new rocket where D Limes is keeping the one that jumps on stage. He's keeping him close. The
Kind of
one
like
on stage, he does not let him get far. You see that? Where Tyler's, the
yeah,
one on stage, does get a little farther from him.
yeah. I mean, Limes is looking making his boss look real solved at the moment. He's not struggled in any round so far. Tyler's unfortunate this round. It's got away from him. It's at a point where if Limes just continues the way he is, he's impossible to catch. Tyler getting knocked
Ooh,
over here
Tyler
as
gets
well.
knocked down. Yeah, Limes is just keeping everything crisp. It's just the same pattern, just repeated over and over again. Where Tyler, it's the pattern's not horrible, but the one on stage, I feel like is getting a little bit away from him, and now he's trying to catch up to all of them, and the missiles are now just having to travel that much farther each time.
Yeah, and Lime's well into the seas now.
For Limes, unless something happens or a death or a stomp on Limes to give Tyler a chance to catch up. That pattern down. Oh, he misses.
Tyler's recovered somewhat here.
Yep. Tyler's keeping all these rays close to each other. The two off stage. The one on stage is dead as it leaves. There's the new one on stage, so he's trying not to let it get any further. One. Oh, that one hits the shoulder.
Unfortunate
Tyler
death from Tyler there. I think Limes will just play this one out. Yeah, Tyler, as soon as saw it when it got away from you, it become really, really hairy. You were doing your best to recover there.
On stage, we're just getting away from Tyler more and more and more, while D Limes was just
Oh, unfortunate mistake from Limes here.
himself farther. Yeah.
See, I mean, if he had lived, there was everything to play for still, because Tyler's just letting it get away from him now as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he did well to dodge. I thought the second one was going to kill you. I think Limes just killed himself there because it had got away from him, and he felt like it may have been over. I'm unsure of whether he knew it was over or not.
I think he was just he's either going for like a world record run if it happens. If not, if he sees Tyler go down, he'll probably just reset.
Yeah, that's certainly possible as well.
That's like going up against Limes now. It seems like as soon as you let it get away from you for one or two loops, you're pretty much done.
Yeah, it sets you really far back.
Tyler lost. It looks like he lost that like a minute before he died. Limes was just putting more distance between them.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tyler needs a minute, and then we'll start with match 3 as Limes is up 2-0.
I think it can't be, understated how hard this boss fight is. It's ridiculous. Requires all your concentration. Minor mistakes, you lose it. Every credit to these guys for how well they can actually play, and just getting to the grand finals was a feat as well.
Yeah, when you're first learning Euro Extreme, this fight can take a very long time to learn. There's so many attacks that can like one hit kill you, and then it'll reset. If adapted to something, you'll see something else that'll one hit kill you.
Absolutely, and as Roy said, Tyler's taking a big risk with no body armor. And there was, I was about to say that as well, there was a save knocking around with the body armor on it, so every runner within the tournament could elect to use a save with the body armor. All right, going into round 3.
Okay, here we go. D-Lime starts. Tyler starts a little after. Yeah, another thing the runners could have done is they could have gone with 2/3 health instead of 1/3. I don't think anyone took the time to make that save, or I'm not sure if it was
Yeah, it was actually
purposely.
me who made the save.
If it was done on purpose that everyone starts with the same health. Yeah, let's see how the loop goes. Looking at D-Lime screen, looks like he's setting up the one on stage. Needs another hit to the face, and he's dead. Going to the raise, that's off stage. There's one and there's two. Going back to Tyler's screen, he has just one right now he has to take care of. Spawns. So now he has two to worry about. Let's see what he does with the one on stage if it gets away from him.
I think Tyler's feeling the pressure a little bit as well. He doesn't want to lose 4-0 to Limes. I
There's
think
that.
I think I think everyone can say that no one likes to lose to Limes.
I think what I'm seeing, the biggest difference is the one on stage is getting away from Tyler. And I've said it like 100 times already, but doing is the one on stage is killing it so fast that it doesn't have time to like go back and do a machine gun attack or a knee rockets.
Mhm.
Where the ones for Tyler, the one on stage is taking like a few steps back, getting ready to do its like machine gun, and all it takes is like that, and D-Limes is pulling ahead.
Tyler just seems to be playing riskier and riskier as well because he knows at this point what he's up against. He's seen him play in the previous game. He's seen his times for the last two rounds as well. Limes has only actually died on one round the whole day.
Yeah, Tyler knows what he did in the first at 5:25, 30 time, and he's seen
Mhm.
D-Limes go 4:50, 4:40, 4:30.
Yeah.
So he knows he has to speed up that round by a minute just to catch up to Limes.
Yeah, that's right. You said they're extremely textbook. He doesn't make mistakes. Like he's made like one mistake, and yeah, that's true as well. Tyler did write the textbook on Rays, and I
Yeah,
think it.
I was gonna say each loop that Limes does, where he just fast and Tyler lets get away, is like another 10 to 15 seconds saved for Limes compared to Tyler.
This is like kind of like Morpheus fighting Neo in the dojo.
Tyler's rays are a little now. One is in front of him, and one. Oh, that one is. I don't think he got that. Oh, he got him, but he got him in the knee. Didn't get him in the head, and he goes on stage now.
Yeah,
Now the ones for Tyler are a little spread apart.
Limes is well into the D's at this point. Like the kid's wired with nano machines.
Look where the rays are for Tyler, and then look at where the rays are for Limes. It's just so much closer and cleaner.
These mistakes just having like a cascading effect.
Mistakes, but it's like it's really good strats for like your regular speedrunner. Like what Tyler is doing would probably destroy almost anyone.
Oh yeah, it's like beyond
It's
good.
like, well, he's making a mistake and he's losing time. Shows you more how good Lime strats are for this and how good he is at this fight more than the other runners
Just extremely
being
well
bad.
practiced as well. Extremely well practiced,
That loop, he
disciplined.
just goes for that ammo, goes right back to his sweet spot.
Yeah, I mean, even there, he didn't pick up the ammo because he
Oh,
he knew
424.
he knew the fight was about to end. He didn't have to go back for the ammo.
424.
Taking round 3 as well. Look at this. This is like Tyler's on the easy. He's got a good chance of finishing in under 5 minutes here.
Yeah.
And Limes has still just like shifted up into another higher gear. That's a 441. Tyler's
441.
best raise today. Best raise today. 441. Extremely good time. And Limes is like just short of 20 seconds faster. Europeanly extremely well practiced. Yeah, both rounds exceptional. 441 is a very, very good race time.
One would have beat some of Limes' other times today too, but this
Mhm.
round he 424. Tyler knows like what he's doing wrong. I'm pretty sure he knows that the Rays are getting a little away from him. He wants to keep the loop tighter, so he knows what he has to do. It's just a matter of doing it, I
Press
guess.
1 in the chat if Lime should try for the world record on this final round. I shouldn't say final round, actually. Round 4.
Tyler's got to. I mean, if Tyler does what he did last round, he just needs to make up about anywhere between 10 to
He's
15
certainly
seconds.
he's certainly digging deep and showing a massive improvement compared to previous rounds. Like,
And that was the real match, but he's just setting up the time. I'm like, what is he doing?
yeah, you have to set it so that you have to kill yourself at the start of the fight to set it to the continue screen
Yeah.
for the timing purposes.
All right, so it looks like both runners are ready. Getting ready for. All right, Tyler's got.
I mean, I would honestly give anything in the world to see Tyler come back 4 rounds to reverse 4-0. That would be incredible. And based on that last round, he's really showed that he's capable of digging deep and getting a much better time.
He definitely is. Let's see if he can actually do it now. Same strats for both of these players. Going from knee to the head to hit them before they get their missiles out. And then once they do enough damage, for the loop. I'm trying to call it a loop, where they just kill the
Yeah,
one on stage and then worry about the two off stage and make sure that
yeah,
the
that's
one
what
on
I call
stage
it too.
doesn't get far. Yeah. That one's pretty far away from Tyler's. That one, and now he goes on stage. Weird.
Super gruesome how the rays bleed when this shot.
Yeah, it's like their knees also turn like that brown color when they get damaged. I
Yeah.
don't think that happened in HDC. I can't remember if that happens in HDC or I just don't pay attention to it that well. I don't recall that.
I think they're not Raichu says it doesn't. I think the body armor hasn't actually played a massive. It hasn't actually had a massive impact in this game. Like it did kill in 1 round, obviously, but
Limes was
apart
so
from
far
that,
ahead in that. Yeah,
yeah. Apart from that, it's not made a huge difference.
definitely agree with you on that one.
I still wouldn't recommend it, like, but
You never know when it does come and bite you.
mhm.
All right, so Tyler's trying to keep that loop going. Limes also kind of hard to like watch two screens at once to go back and forth. Trade on Tyler's screen.
Limes is looking ahead still. But
Tyler's
it's
doing a better, or D Lime's doing a pretty good job of just not letting any rays get away from him, keeping like a little triangle, as I like to call it, of the 3 rays, one on stage and then the 2 off.
oh, it's unfortunate death for Tyler. Commiserations, Tyler,
That is
mate. That was unfortunate, and not how I wanted to see it go out in the end. There, like I
yeah.
say, I would have really liked to have seen him done that reverse 4-0 on Lines
Mhm.
there. I mean, Lines was seed 1. We know he's an incredibly strong player. He hasn't
Mhm.
dropped a single round in the tournament, which is a real testament to his skill. He's played exceptional. He's only died once on one of the rounds. So really, really well played. And since he was coming into this saying, "I just hope I don't get washed," he needs to stop being a baby and realize how good he is.
Tyler, he's a really great player. I think just the little tiny mistakes, he knows what he's doing and he can fix that. With Limes, what I'm seeing is he's just so consistent getting it under
Mhm.
5 that if he can do this on like HD collection, which I'm pretty sure he can, about 2 minutes from his from what the time he submitted. New raise technique. So if he can do the same thing and be inconsistent as he is on PC on HDC,
Yeah,
he might just
I
be
think
getting
for
world
future
records every
tournaments as
game.
well. I think for future tournaments as well, this will be looked at, and
Mhm.
we'll see this like this pattern being used more consistently.
Mhm.
Everyone would be much more practiced. We'd see the fights getting ended a lot more often.
What Limes and Tyler did is show you how to do raise. Like this
Yeah,
is the perfect way of kind of keeping them from going away from you, keeping them all bunched together. You can quickly before they jump on stage, and if they jump on stage, you take them out right away. It's off stage. Like I don't think I've seen for Limes and all the runs he was doing. I don't think I've seen a knee missile.
no, not a single one, not a single one. Congratulations to D Limes
or a
13,
missile like from the backs. Like I haven't seen any of those.
master of Rays, D Limes.
Oh, GG's to all the players that
Yeah,
participated.
get in here, Limes. Say come speak. Come and speak.
Limes,
Come and see us.
Tyler, Raichu, Platonic
Yeah,
Guy,
everyone get in here.
Pythonicus, I think also participated. So this was really fun to
Yeah.
watch. So GG's to everyone.
Limes, what's up, mate?
What is it now?
I'm surprised to say the least.
You're not surprised. He's surprised. Everyone is surprised. You didn't lose a round.
I played like shit earlier this morning when I was practicing, and I did not expect to do what I did. I mean, I was confident I could maybe win this, but not play that well. No way in hell.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth saying that it was exceptional. Apart from the rounds when you died, at that point you'd already won.
Yeah, I looked over at the screen, and they
Yeah.
were both intentional deaths. So
Yeah, that's why I assumed that to be the case, because they were just
Yeah.
kind of out of character. But all the raids that you finished were under 5 minutes, so that's extremely
yeah,
good.
that was really good. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. I hope the other competitors did too. It was a lot of fun.
That was terrible, wasn't it? Never again. But it's mainly my fault though, because I didn't practice, so couldn't have
Yeah,
time.
it's one of those things where if you don't practice, you don't do as well.
No.
And I probably practiced more than anybody else. So
yeah, we know you did. We saw you play.
Yeah, it's like if you don't practice the raise, they're just going to take you out to dinner and bring you home and fuck you real good, you know?
Yeah, definitely. They're
that's a great way to put it.
You know, slip you a roofie into your drink and they'll have their way with you, let me tell you. You know, they're not kind.
It was nice to see. Actually, I'm not associated. I'm not associated with this guy. I just want everyone to know that. But during the course of the tournament,
for a minute, I did actually forget that we were on stream. So hopefully we don't get a TOS ban now. Shit. Yeah, well, Limes, like I said in the chat, like Limes just kind of schooled everyone on how to do raise, and that was I think that's a derivative.
Sorry, I don't know.
Yeah, it was really...
No. It's a good, like, I mean, like you guys said, you know, if you want to learn how to do raise, just watch what Limes did. And,
yeah.
And it's definitely harder to do that loop than it looks.
I mean, if we got a minute, I can demonstrate the stupid intro, just the intro. I'm not going to do a whole thing, just to see how stupid it is, why I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'll see that. Yeah, show us.
I'll try to do it real quick.
We're gonna get some lessons from the master of raise.
So I guess next we can do a Harrier tournament. Yeah. No?
Yeah, this is what I was gonna say. Like, what is next? Like, what boss is best for a tournament? Like, I think Harrier is definitely up there. Extremely interesting technical fight. What other bosses are there in MGS2? And certainly, like in the other Metal Gear games, what bosses are good? Not Olga Platonic, never Olga.
That'd be shit, dude. That'd be shit because like
everyone would be leaping her.
Yeah. The Hind. Yeah, we could do it. You could actually do an MGS1 Hind tournament. That'd be cool. Tank. Well, tank is a bit like Olga. It's like
I think I
can't
think
really fuck the tank.
I think some
But-
bosses are just broken to the point where we can't do them like liquid. We're just gonna
Yeah.
have a liquid tournament.
To do Fat Man. That'd be something.
Yeah, I think Fat Man would actually be really interesting.
Yeah.
And I think a lot more people would be able to take part in a Fat Man tournament because let's be honest, like a lot more people can finish Fat Man in European Extreme than the Rays.
I was
Um,
just gonna say this is
consistently.
this is assuming European Extreme, right?
Yeah, yeah, of
Limes,
course.
do you wanna
Alright.
do you wanna do a quick carrier race real quick?
No.
It's me, Roy. I've
Fortune.
got the fastest fortune in the world.
Harrier is my worst boss by far, so if there's a
Yeah.
tournament, I will not be partaking.
Well, I
Ah,
actually
you-
think the winner of the previous boss tournament should get to pick the boss for the next tournament.
Hmm.
It's a good idea.
I will consider that.
Yeah, I'll leave that to you, staff. Thanks for letting me commentate. It's
Hey,
been really
Carrier.
fun. Thanks for chilling, chat. You've been great. I'm gonna leave now. Thanks, guys.
Bye, everyone. We've just kind of been left here to our own devices.
Yeah, this is a class act stream. Exactly.
Okay, well, I guess I'll say a proper goodbye, maybe. Patchy's just kind of like, I'm out of this bitch. Of course, thanks everyone for watching. He's decided to leave at the staff, so thanks for watching, tuning in to the podcast and the race tournament. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did miss it earlier, we are having a marathon soon for Pythonicus. He's having a little house trouble. His landlady has decided to sell his house, so he's looking for a new one. So we've decided to help raise some money for him with moving costs and stuff, because moving is expensive.
Indeed, it is. I would know.
It's bloody expensive, and houses are expensive. Oh, the joys of being
Don't
an
talk to me about that.
the joys of being an adult. Yeah, we're
I mean,
helping him buy
if we raise enough, we'll buy him a house. Sure.
Yeah, we're raising money to get him a mortgage deposit. But yeah,
build him a Metal Gear house. That's right.
exactly.
House Gear.
So follow the channel. Follow us on the Twitter machine at MG Speedrunners. Check out the website at metalgearspeedrunners.com. Check out Platonic Guy's channel, Limes' channel, Tyler's channel, Apache's channel, Sparty's channel. Don't bother coming to mine. Big thanks to Roy for all this restreaming and what have you. You know, without him, we would be we wouldn't be live, or it would be a lot less. It would be a lot less clean, to say the least.